Hello and welcome to the birthday gift. So, uh, this reading is going to be for the first half of August, and I'm using a different deck, guys. This is the Templar Tarot, the Journey, just so you can see. Okay, so I've never used this deck before. The interpretation of the cards are slightly a little more in depth, and I like the art here. I'm a lover of the theater and the arts, and I'm a very intuitive reader. So, based on the visual that's being presented, I can pull a little bit more intuitively. And I feel like right now we're in that transition stage where we are leaving the old behind. A lot of us are, and going into the new. So a cycle is just completed. We're kind of in that transition phase right now, and I feel like a lot of people have actually taken advantage of moving forward. So I was guided to use these right now. So I'm still going to use the regular Rider Waite deck to clarify, and on the extended, I'm also going to just use the traditional deck. But for these messages, I felt like this deck can kind of give you a little more insight. It's a little more advanced than the regular deck, especially because of the images, which I love. This is the Ten of Swords. Let's see. This is the Ace of Cups. So the meanings are a little different, and you'll see what I mean. This is the Eight of Cups. But yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. But I just thought that I would tell you guys more about this deck. Okay, so this message is gonna be for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Remember that the energies are interchangeable. Feel free to reverse the roles, okay? So, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's see what we have for you, Taurus. What do we have for Taurus? Nice. You got the Nine of Pentacles. You are being given the skills, or you already have the skills, to bring in whatever financial independence you want for yourself. So it's almost like you can turn anything bad, you have the ability to kind of transmute it to your benefit. And not only, I mean, it brings you tangible goods. Like, it brings you financial security. So right now you're good at what you do. You're at an ending. Ooh, look at that. Look what fell out. Oh, we have two cards here. So we have the Queen of Staves. So this deck has staves instead of wands. So this queen, she's loving and friendly. She's generous. She's very kind as well, and just protective of those around her. She's good socializing too. Like, she's a social butterfly. She's beautiful as well. Very charming. People like to be around. Like, she draws people towards her. Like, warm. You know. Very independent and feels secure in herself. Okay, so that's you. Wow, with the sun. You guys are bringing in. You're bringing in, like, warmness. You're bringing in good things, like what you wanted for. It's almost like you're manifesting it now. The Sun card, this is like the ultimate happy card. It's it's success in one word, but it's also achievement. Like you're achieving things now. You know, you're starting to feel a sense of satisfaction, especially with this Nine of Pentacles here. You're like you have love around you here. Your ideas, things that you're trying to do, you're starting to get those light bulb moments. Like you're bringing in abundance, and just you have clarity now. Nothing is cloudy anymore. um you're gonna start coming into your creativity now. You're gonna draw people around you that you get along with, kind of like great partnerships, you know, even engagement. You can be drawing that in, and a happy marriage. This is good. Even your friendships are gonna start feeling good. You got a lot of just warmness around you right now, Taurus. It just feels good. Like you just walked into, like, you know how when you in the cold, right? Like it's really cold, like it's snowing and the wind is blowing, the side of your face is cold, like you're just so cold and you're so uncomfortable, and you don't know, like, it's almost like you have on layers of clothing, but it's that cold outside. But then you step into a building where the heater is on, and you walk in there and it's like you just feel good from the inside. It's just, the coldness is gone and you just start feeling warm, and you come at ease, and you relax, and your mind just goes to a whole different place from where it was. It's like that. You just change the way you feel. That's basically what's happening here for you. You're coming from something that had you in a whole different mindset. Now you're just walking into like greatness here. It just feels good right now. Like you just feel like you can just relax. You can just relax. Some of you are learning new things, working on yourself. That's great. You have what it takes here. Queen of Staves. You have what it takes. I just see a lot of beautiful, like, it's just beauty all around you here. Look at this. The High Priestess. Wow. You guys are coming into your feminine power here. With the High Priestess, okay, you're starting to listen to your higher self, your intuition, your things that you felt like you didn't know before. They're being revealed to you. You're starting to get this sense of, okay, it's like a sense of peace kind of thing, you know. Your intuition is starting to get you to solution things that weren't working before. You're all of a sudden having a solution for things. Things that would have been a problem in the past, now you know how to work it out, because your intuition, and you're starting to have a different kind of way of looking at things here. you're growing. Because they're sending you wisdom and insight that you weren't able to receive before is now being sent to you because you're ready for it. Because of the decisions you've made, you're now starting to come into your power. So when I say your feminine energy is waking up, because there's all four of your cards is for women. When I say the feminine energy, I'm not really being gender specific, okay? I'm talking about the energy because everyone has the feminine energy. I'm referring to like your subconscious, kind of like the part of you that's deep within, that's hidden. It's waking up and it's taking control over your conscious mind. Because like your conscious mind is the masculine part of you. That's the one that's always awake making the decisions. But your subconscious is starting to take over. That's whenever you hear someone says like, feminine power is starting to take reign. That's what they mean. It's like, so your sun sign is the sign that everyone sees, right? Everyone knows you by. Your moon sign is your true you, like only those who are close to you know you that way. And really you identify more with your moon sign because that's the part that not most people know. So it's kind of like that. So your moon sign is the feminine you and your sun sign is the masculine you. So the feminine you, the one that's hidden most of the time, it's coming out. It's starting to take control. So you're starting to make decisions that are best for you from like a soul level versus the physical level, kind of like that. Like the dark. Okay, I'm trying to explain this so that you can understand this. So, okay, the sun is out, right? When the sun is out, it's bright outside. And that's during the day. That's when everybody's out doing whatever they need. When the moon is out, that's like the darkness, that's nighttime. Everybody's inside doing things that are done in the dark that nobody knows. So now the dark is starting to take the reign. The part that's hidden of you is starting to be the one in control because that's the true you. People are home at night, they become themselves, they take off the makeup. They're in their undergarments. They're with whoever they live with that sees them in that way, in their pajamas. There's no facade. You're at your true self. That's what's coming awake. The yin versus the yang here. It's waking up. It's coming here. You're becoming the true you here. Woo. So we have the world. It's the end of a cycle. The old things are gone. That's it. All right. This is letting me know you guys are on track. You're on track. You're on the right. This is great. You're on the right path here. Look at this. You got the 7 of Cups here. You're going to find yourself with many different opportunities coming up here with the 7 of Cups. It's just letting me know you're going to have a lot of choices. But you're going to have a great deal of perception to make the correct choice here. So you're really going to have to listen to your true self here. Because you're going to be presented with things that might look, hmm, it looks nice, but it can kind of overwhelm you. Let me clarify this, because it's like right after you end this cycle, don't become too indulgent. Be careful with that. Don't think you're unstoppable here, Taurus, because I feel like some of you are getting too excited. It's you have good things coming in, but you still have to heed or move forward with precaution. Okay, just clarify the Seven of Cups for me. The Empress. Oh. Okay, so you're birthing new things. This is more feminine energy here. This is just all about, and if you look at every single one of these cards, every single one, it's one figure in these cards, and they're all female, which represents the feminine energy here. You're waking it up, guys. You're waking it up. You're starting to, your inspiration, like the feminine energy is that spark that gets you moving. Like, you ever hear that that quote or that saying that is something along the lines of, look at every successful man, he has a good woman beside him or behind him, or somewhere close to him, because that's his driving force. That's the feminine energy. That's the thing that inspires him, that keeps him going. Like a healthy union will have that dynamic where the woman is pushing the man, like, oh, you got this, you're doing well, you're wonderful. That's what drives him. That's what drives him, guys. And that's what makes a beautiful union. Like, that is what makes one complete thing, is a healthy balance of feminine and masculine. So that's, let's just say we're talking about you, a person, an individual. A healthy balance of your feminine and masculine sign makes a perfect you. Nothing's perfect, but ideally. So in a relationship, as a woman, as the feminine energy, you would be the thing, or the one pushing the masculine, which that's what masculine needs. Like, your conscious mind needs your subconscious to push it. So the subconscious part of you is the feminine part of you, while the conscious part of you is the masculine part of you. So if your feminine part of you is not pushing the masculine part of you, you're not moving. You're not doing anything. So this is letting me know you need to wake up the subconscious part of you. Here, this is like the rise of the feminine here. Look at this. You need to wake it up. It's waking up. I see it. All of these cards are letting me know that it's waking up. Look at this. You have the Earth Mother. Look at this. All feminine energies here. You're you're waking up the right part of you here. That spark of inspiration to get moving, to get going. I see it. It's coming up. Even for you guys, uh, fellas. I'm not only talking to just the women. We all have this in us. This is feminine, masculine is an energy. It's not like in the physical. It manifests to female and male, but that's not originally. That's not what it was. This is just we're here and in the third dimension. So this it's all about the physical. It's like manifestation of feminine energy is a female, but it's just an energy which we all have, and everyone should be able to be in touch with both their feminine and masculine side of them. That's what makes the whole you. That's what makes a whole you. Like, you can't just be all masculine and expect to be successful in all endeavors that you do. You need to have that healthy balance. The yin and the yang. The light and the dark. Light is the masculine. The dark is the feminine. The sun and the moon. The sun is the masculine. The moon is the feminine. The conscious and the subconscious. That's the conscious is the masculine. Subconscious is the feminine. And on and on and on. You can keep going. Like the negative and the positive. The positive is the masculine. The negative charge is the feminine. It's all encompassing, guys. Okay. I see the 5 of Cups here. More feminine energy. This is all surrounding some kind of sadness or some kind of heartbreak that occurred. But in this card, though, it's the same kind of concept where you have the 3 cups that are over, but then you still have 2 cups. So I see some positivity around you. Okay. I don't feel this as a current energy. I feel this more so of what kind of what woke up the feminine is this sadness. Like you went here first before you got here. There was that feeling of lack of not having, being in an environment where you weren't being fulfilled emotionally. This was this is where you were, another feminine energy that kind of woke you up, got things started here. You felt like a sense of loss and you were worried. Some of you were in a relationship where there was no love. It could have been where you just was emotionally unstable here. Just this brings you to kind of reassess your life. It makes you reassess your life. It wakes up the feminine. It does. Let's see what we got here. It's your final card. Wow. This is for me. This whole reading, Taurus, is like the rise of the feminine energy. Being in touch with the true you. Ah, beautiful tower. Oh my God. This is my favorite tower card. And that's basically what did it. You went through a tower. A beautiful tower. Which woke up. Woke you up. Woke you up. You're awakened. This card has so much detail. I don't know if you guys can see it. But it has like, it's like the higher you go, the more beautiful to me it looks, right? But that's where you found your beauty is where you were kind of you were thrown out of where you thought the beauty was. So by the time you get down here, it's like everything is ruptured here. You know, it's not the best. It's like there's two different worlds you were living in here. And you were on your high horse up here. And then there's like crosses up there. I don't know if you guys can see that, which lets me know that there was some kind of deeply seated beliefs that you had that kept you where you thought it was beautiful, but universe had to come in and shake you up. And it's not until you got down here you started waking this up here. It's almost like this whole story is going into the reverse here. The tower happened, which brought sadness. And then you started realizing you had a choice to make here. And then you decided to end the cycle here and start listening to your higher self. That's when you started your abundance. Some of you started studying and looking into things more closely, which brought you to the Queen of Staves here. And now you are the Nine of Pentacles, working on yourself, your financial independence. I love it. This is great. This is wonderful, Taurus. You're on your way. This is like divine power here. You are finding yourself. All right, so let me just go ahead and pull an angel therapy oracle card for you. This is really good, guys. You guys are on your way. You're definitely taking advantage of this energy here, moving into the new cycle. Good for you. Solar plexus chakra. So it is safe for you to be powerful and to take charge of your life in positive ways. You see that? You are powerful, and they're telling you to take charge of your life. Nice. It's all in your hands. You have the power to make it whatever you want. You are the Empress. You guys are on your way. I love it. This is wonderful. This is a really good reading. Well, for me, it's very meaningful. It just means a lot that we are, collectively, we are waking up, guys. We're on the right path. That's why it's so important for everyone to be working on themselves right now. When I give these messages, I'm trying to empower you as an individual, trying to get you to not focus on the event as it relates to another, but as it relates to yourself, because that's where the true power is. The true power is within yourself. Beautiful reading. Beautiful, beautiful reading, Taurus. Okay? All right, yeah. That the feminine is rising. The feminine is rising right now. I love it. All right. I'm going to go ahead and do the extended. I'm just going to ask for any additional information that you need. Just pick up where I'm leaving off here. But this was pretty insightful here. Wonderful. Okay. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.